folks, it's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 8th episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2. Oh crap. Start over. All aboard, folks, it's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 9th episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2 Let's Play here in North America. We've made it to 1915. I know last time we didn't get through much. We were trying to maximize our stations, our existing infrastructure here to get as many trains as possible so that we can make as much money as possible. Isn't that what the aim of life should be? Or, I mean, this game. What? What? Don't look at me like that. Anyways. So we managed to add several more trains to our route. And we even got some new industries pop up. Look at this shiny new aluminum mill. It finally came to after all that. So today we're going to focus on getting the rest of our shares bought up here. And we can start right now. And oh, look at that. We're down to 591,000. I think being in total control of our own company should be the edict of the day so that we can get as much of this dividend money as possible. Yeah, because trying to build that net wealth is going to be key here. Right now, if we were going by score, we were sitting on about 490 million. Remember, there are no multipliers because there are no medals to win. So we're kind of on our own here. So we got to hope for the best over these next 110 game years. So you know what buttons to hit. And let's check in on everything. I think what I'm going to do is do a quick density check here. It doesn't look like, well, the same spots are glowing bright yellow, only now it's kind of extended a little bit more. I could put some bypasses in. We got plenty of cash for that sort of thing. So I already see one spot, this area. The Gulf Coast is just a mess, but there's nothing we can do about that. Mexico is now a mess. Central Mexico, that is, but nothing we can do about that, really. Central America, that's essentially Guatemala and Nicaragua and all that. That's looking pretty iffy, too, but again, there's not much we can do unless you want to challenge these hills. So there's that, I guess. The West looks just fine. Alberta looks a little bit iffy. I don't think there's too much we can do about that, unless I want to create like a bypass to Calgary. Okay, so there's a couple things I can do here, and I'm going to do two things. This, to start us off, is kind of like a little bit of a bypass there. And then heading back to the south, that. Except we're going to be using stone bridges because using wooden bridges makes no sense. Oh, good. End that labor strike, please. And thank you. Okay. Are our auto plants making money? I never did check. No, not really. All right. That stinks. So does that. We might have to deal with that in the future. Oh, that's wonderful. Not that train. All right. Just to get a good look at station view from like a supply standpoint. I mean, maybe if I did that and then sent the steel towards Montreal and Moncton. All right, I suppose I could do that to start off with. I know, we keep sending it to Campbellton, but there's a port there, so we can send it out. Makes the most sense. Alright, there we go. We still have an excess of grain there, although this food truck... Yeah, this is coming back, so we don't need to do that. probably get away with another passenger train going from Quebec all around. So I think I'm going to do that. We'll have save Montreal for last. That works. Actually, I'll tone it down to 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. 3's fine. Okay, that works. Let's see. Now we do have some work with the logs, so that'll work out inevitably. Although I suppose we could send something to Harrisburg finally. I don't think I have anything going there. Alright, let's fix that finally. Because I don't think I have a single train going to Harrisburg this whole time until right now. Alright, thanks game, you helped me out. Let's just add more traffic, me. That's a brilliant idea. Not. Don't worry, we'll be fine. I'm sure it'll work out. We could do another passenger train among the Caribbean cities. That works. From maybe like Cancun across the bridge. Alright. That'll work. And start there. I'm not gonna go all the way to. Oh, you can if I want to, but we'll stop there. Pretend like that's a ferry of some sorts. What about the rest? Can't do anything about the bauxite, but we can do something about the gravel, though. Alright. So let's see. Port-au-Prince. Where's the cement plant? Here? Yeah. They don't really demand anything. We would have to send it to Miami. Alright, that works. Didn't exactly place the city correctly, but that's fine. Close enough, am I right? Let's see. I am not seeing too much more. I know, now we have an aluminum mill there, but we'll leave it. We could definitely do something with passenger service in Mexico, for sure. Yeah. Okay, let's see. That'll work. Alright, that'll work. Let's see. Got an excess down there. That works. Alright, so we got that going. Some iron in Vegas. Okay, we can do that. Send it to the one in Salt Lake City. Let's see if we can send it to... I'd say either... Yeah, San Fran. Alright, that'll work. And we can bring it there. A little bit of both. That works. Well, he isn't making too much money, but so be it. Northwest could use it's another passenger rail, but I think beyond that... There we go. Wish we could do like a little shortcut down here. Oh man, I think I can. If I can just... I might be able to, not for nothing. Hold on a minute. Let's see, I think I can. The exception of the high grade that's over there. I don't like that. Wasn't for this house over here, I'd be fine. Maybe I am gonna domain it, and I think I'm going to. Oops, wasn't me. Listen, we gotta do it, okay? It has to be done. Oh, that made things worse. Why did that make things worse? What are we doing here? Or maybe not. Oh, I think we got it. Oh, nice. Like I said, pretend that it's like a train ferry or some sort. Oh my god, that just looks so stupid, but here we are. Alright, that'll be fine. We're good. Alright, so that's all set. Alright, I think we're good. So now, let's see. We're slowly getting there. So we have 20 million left in assets here. What more can we do? I feel like there's more we can do. But I don't know what. That's the problem. Start by buying these. I wish we could do something with the diesel, but we can't right now, just for obvious reasons. I mean, everything's looking up, so I'm not really worried. We're slowly getting there, as long as we don't have another stock split. I happened to notice this at the end of the last game episode, that we got sort of more stuff there. Joe Mama. Okay, game, you are really not clever. I have no comment. Oh, there's one in Memphis we could use. Okay. Okay, I get the joke here, but come on, we don't need to go there. Okay. Okay, and now that we're done with that, I'll send it to Dallas. Alright. Listen, I'm all for being clever, but come on, man. We don't need to go there. Alright, just stop. That too. Just stop. Please. Let's see. We'll do one more, but... Well, we'll do one more of those too, but I was trying to get that... Oh, man. Okay, that's just wonderful. Could you use... Oh, yeah, you need it. Peoria it is. Alright, there we go. Now we got a couple... Now we're using these gravel pits quite nicely now. And now we're getting another one. Jeez, enough already. Calm down. Calm the you-know-what down. My goodness. That doesn't help either. Ah, come on, game. You're really starting to annoy me. Can't have trains crashing every 10 seconds. That's not how this works. Alright. It's going as I apparently have no control over that. Alright, that's wonderful. We're just gonna let it happen, and if it happens, fine. So be it. Can I make this a large? Hold on. Let's see what I can do. Yes, but it still won't work. I was aiming for this. Oh well. Another thing to buy. I should really turn up on this one, right? No! Fine. Well, in that case, sure, we'll add all the fixins here. I wasn't going to, but here we are. Alright, this one now gets to be fixed. Oh. I think you've ran your course on that, so we can send it to a brand new city. We'll send it to Duluth. Alright, that works. Now you get a new lease on life. Except it's now going somewhere else. Alright, that's fine. Okay, that's looking good there. Another rack, but that's fine. We're about to 37 million now, so let's see. We get very close with like within 200 grand. I will do it. Let's see here. Let's try to target things that encompass both the steel industry and like Because I feel like that would help, but with no coal nearby, it makes it very difficult. Let's do this one, see what's over here. Oh, that's perfect. I believe there is one in... Yeah, that'll work. Ah, this'll work. Alright. That'll work. Alright, that's perfect. Nice. Okay, so that'll work. We got that set up. Any more fertilizer plants we could use? As in any nearby? Kind of. There's one over here. Good. Give me more money. Oh, that's lucrative? Oh, sweet. Oh, we have a new aluminum mill outside of Calgary, as I'm literally staring at it right now. That brings the total to 3, and funny enough, there's now one in... I have no idea what that's pronounced, but look at this. This is very close. Oh, sweet. Yes! Look at all this. Oh, let's go. All right, we got it. Bauxite, aluminum, goods. All right. Wait, we can even do it right from the source. What am I... Oh, wait a minute. No, we have to do it like that. If there's another one of those tool and die plants nearby, and I think there might be. Why? Why are you all the way out here? Game, why are we putting random stuff out in the middle of nowhere? What the heck? There's like a random, this is what we're looking for, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. And I can't reach it without a, oh, that's just, nice. I was looking for another one nearby. Is there one in Cuba? Not really. Suppose we could go Cancun. Yeah, we can go Cancun. I don't know. I mean, that works. Oh, you know, I didn't think of this. Oh, you silly me. I wasn't thinking of this. We have a cannery nearby. Yes! Hold on. I have a better idea for this. You, go back. There we go. That's my idea right there. That's a full boatload of food. Excellent. That works a little bit better. I totally forgot there's a coffee farm. We can do both at the same time. Oh, I wasn't thinking of that. Wait a minute now. I think I screwed up a second time. You know what? I don't know why this didn't hit me until just now. I'm like, wait a minute. Is there bauxite over here? Okay. Okay, I think we can do this. I'm trying to look for another cannery, because now we can fully supply one, and I don't even have to make any additional stops now. Oh, silly me. Oh, there you go. There's one. Perfect. I don't know why this didn't occur to me until just now. So we take the Aluminum. No. And we have all the ingredients we need to fully supply that cannery. Except Matamoros doesn't need any food. That's the problem. So I'm going to have to go to a different station here. Ah, there you go. Turn this bauxite into aluminum. And then, yeah, send it to a cannery. It all turns into food, and then I have to ship it somewhere else because I have no other choice, but that works. Now, what was I going to do again? Alright, I wanted to do another one. You know what? We'll send it from Havana. Now, hold on for 1 minute. We're getting a lot of new trains here, and I think the Mikado is what I'm going to be looking for from this point forward. Yeah, Mikado it is. That'll work. I wanted one more there. Santiago de Cuba. Also was doing the coffee thing, so if there was one nearby. I know, a lot's happening all of a sudden here. Aha! Santa Clara has one. Excellent. What we can do... I think this will work. They don't need coffee over there. Alright, that'll work. Excellent. Alright, we're getting everything up to speed over here. And we can actually do the same thing in Kingston with the produce, too. I just realized produce also works just as much. Same thing. Who doesn't want canned peaches? There we go. Yeah, produce also works too there. I think we have another produce farm somewhere. I feel like we have another one. I don't know where. That's the only problem. Oh, another aluminum mine mill just popped up in Philadelphia. Haha, I knew that we did. Oh, perfect. Uh-oh, we're going to have some passenger issues. Oh, this couldn't have worked out any better even if I asked. We can do this again, but now in Boston. Now we're talking. Except it needs produce over here. Uh-oh. What's going to happen is it's going to demand it, and then it'll take it from us. Oh, dear. See, this is not what I wanted to have happen. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. Yeah, if we did that, the cannery that's over here is going to take it, which is funny enough where I want to send it towards. What I could do is risk it and send the aluminum to New York and hopefully it works. Okay, we'll see if that works. I don't know. Because the produce is going to get dumped. That's the problem. Alright. Anything else? Produce-wise? I feel like we need to have another one. Or network, at least. No? Okay, yes, we do. but if I did that, this is gonna take it. All right. Hold on, I think Syracuse can help us out here. No, it can't. Never mind. All right, Norfolk, Philly. I'm trying to plan this out in my head here. Because we can use this aluminum mine to our advantage here. Alright, we can use the other one now. Yeah, that aluminum mine mill definitely opens up a lot more possibilities now, for sure. Alright. Especially over here with there being 2 ports. That is really sweet. The only thing I don't like is the fact that we can't use this. Ah, that sucks. I mean, I'm trying to think now. Grab Syracuse's produce. Is there a cannery over here? Akron. Ah. Oh, we got it. All right. I got another idea. Ah, that's not the one I wanted to use. It's all right. I got another idea. Oh, but if we did that, it's going to take the... Ah, crud. Roll with it. That isn't what I wanted to do, but it's my only choice. If it wasn't for this, I would do it. Ah. Curse you, Syracuse. I'll make you a large station anyways, but dang. That sucks. Ah, man. In theory, I could upgrade the one at Harrisburg to do it, too. And be really sneaky, but I'm not going to do that. Can we upgrade Albany, too? No, we can't. Ah, dang it. Because of the Hudson River. Okay, never mind. All right. I know. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. I have a situation here that I didn't notice until just now. Apparently, I need to upgrade this. This isn't going to work because of the bridge. But we have to do that. All right. Trains are using this a lot more, as you can see. Granted, we got the bridge here, and it's going to constrict traffic, but if the A I want to use is that from Norfolk, and then we have no choice. I'm trying to think of... More stock for us. We're down to 107, and I'm just going to buy out what's ever left. Yes, give me the margin call, and there we go. We are now in total command of our company now. So that takes care of that. So if I wanted to get any more shares here, I'd essentially would have to issue stock and buy more immediately, but I'm not going to do that. We'll pay off our $12 million in debt, and then we'll go from there. I'll preemptively buy this. It's going to get supplied, believe me. Is there another one? Oh, that's just wonderful. Yeah. Cool the economy while... Never mind. Cool the economy while I'm not looking. Okay, I see what you're doing. I don't like it. I don't like it. We know there's one in Calgary. Now we've got this one to play around with. I'll take it. Give me my... I'll take the paid $500,000 for it. The nearest one is Prince Rupert. Oh. Oh, this again? Really? We're doing that? Okay. Alright, no. If you insist. tool and die facility on the way back? I think there's one in Great Falls, yeah. Alright. That works. Not exactly what I would have had in mind, but here we are. I wish there was one closer to home. That's the only thing. Alright, we're good. Alright, everything over here is looking pretty good, I guess. I guess. Ugh. Take those. We could do another round of that, I guess. Oh, yeah. Reno. Okay, there we go. Send that to Vegas. And we're going to load them up. Or we're going to send it to Mexicali, too, but that's fine. What's down here? A lot of farms, but nothing really significant. Well, if that's lucrative, then how's my auto plant? Not too good. Okay. Bummer. Oh, it's a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Alright, everything else seems to be just fine. Really? Gushing cash and I don't own this. I have issues. A lot of issues. Seriously, come on, me. What are you doing? You're supposed to be owning this stuff and collecting all the sweet, sweet money, not letting it go to somebody else. That isn't me. Come on. Gotta be smarter than that. We gotta get that money. It's gotta be ours, not nobody else's. That's how this works. Curse me and my bad decision making. Yeah, lucrative, I'll take it. There's not really too much more I can do here. How's the auto plant in Indianapolis doing? Very lucrative. We got to get in on that. Jeez, look at that. And they're all over Michigan. All right. Any more aluminum? Well, how's this one doing? $3,000 in the hole. What? Why are you $3,000 in the hole? That's not supposed to happen. I get traffic over here is just insane, but that's not... Oh, I would have drawn that up. All right. That could be part of the problem, too, but I have no way to fix that. I mean, realistically speaking, this corridor is just going to be packed and stacked and all that stuff, so... Unless I'm going to try something. And it won't work. Never mind. Never mind. Can't do it. I future-proofed everything. Oh, that's not cute. If you ain't future-proof in the game, you're doing it all wrong. And then there's that. Okay. Seriously. Oh, sure, you're lucrative, but... Ay, okay, that's enough of that. Everything else is looking fine. See, the problem is we're getting all these industries pop up, but I've noticed the game only sets the industries in certain spots here. I think it's just doing that to annoy me. Just kidding. Not really, but you get the idea. I think we can do it. Does Winnipeg need food? Yes. I'm looking at a few things over here. Oh, we can do 2 at once. Nice, I'll do it. Sold. There we go. That should work. Look at all that. All that money. Nice. Am I? Not really. Okay. I wish we could do something with the diesel, but it won't let me for right now. I'm sorry to say, so yeah. God, I really wish we could do something with that produce, but we... Once again, the game has to be clever. Okay, I'm not gonna even address that. That's just hearsay at this point. Jeez. Alright, how are we looking profit-wise? Yeah, we're in dump. That's because the economy is normal. How is my net worth going down? Jeez. We're going to have to keep our eye on that, because it could just be one of those situations where, you know, game is not really doing too well. Alright. That's now working properly. There you go. See, now we're getting it. Okay, so now it's working. Working the way nature intended. Not that, but you get the idea. Alright, let's see. I'm checking on some of our more newer industries here. Alright. Buy more, get more in profit. That's the name of the game, kids. Alright, I'm going to build one more. Don't necessarily need the dairy farm. The grain silo, excuse me. So if we do all that, that should work. It's one nearby in St. Louis, and Kansas City's too close. And not really demanding food, so... I send it to... not you. You will work? Alright, Indianapolis. Perfect. That works. I don't want to send it too close to home, otherwise something's going to go wrong. Alright, I believe that is the second electric train, but it's still not impressive enough for me to start upgrading our network, though. At least not yet. That'll come much later in the game, but clearly we're not anywhere remotely near that point. I wish we were, but here we are. Alright. Am I positive? Yes. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I mentioned this earlier. We'll issue stock, and then I'll just simply buy back the rest. We'll do that every once in a while, just to make sure we get more shares, which means more money. Alright, everything else seems to be just fine. We can do that, the Campbellton, sure. Where would I send this to? Not you. Not you. Okay, you. That works. That works. Although, hold on. If it wasn't for that heavy grade, I would do it. Although, I think I can do this without... Ah, there we go. Bit of a new route there. And I think because we're having more traffic go that way between all of our iron trains from the north and everything else, we'll duplicate the traffic up to Campbellton. There we go. Don't want to cause any problems. I wish there was an auto plant closer to here, but I'm not seeing it. That would actually kind of low-key help immensely, but here we are. Oh, man. At this point, the only thing we're really doing is picking off industries, and we're calling it a day here. Oil is all near the south and along the west, but with nowhere to send the diesel, it doesn't make any sense. And somehow we're 2 million in the hole, which is weird. Huh, wonder how that happened. Not really. Alright. Let's speed this up just a little bit. Good lord, I can't even go like two... Oh, that's gonna really put a damper in all of our plans. Oh, that's just nice. That's nice. That's just what I asked for, a recession. Ugh. Oh, they killed my dividend. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Game, stop that. That's not funny. I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, whoa, it's not even on. There's the first problem. All these materials, but nothing to show for it. All right. All right, I don't see anything else. I think we can do another one. Yeah, that works. Ah, shucks. Where did I see the iron ones? Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to do, kind of. And I'll do even a little bit of a bypass over towards Phoenix. That'll work. There we go, a little bit of a bypass there. Alright, and that's what I wanted. So now you can start there. We can park the goods in Denver. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. There we go. We got a little bit there. So now we got this little bypass out. Ugh. So that works out to somewhat of an extent. Really? Huh, okay. Maybe I need to put a supply station over here. One of my trains just indicated it needs supplies, so there you go. I don't like seeing trains without sand. That's usually a dangerous combination. You were just asking for trouble, really. I see another chemical plant. Why are they scattered throughout the what? Game. Why are you scattering them throughout? Good grief. We are losing money, but to be fair, as we're in a recession, that might explain a lot, and our net worth just keeps going in the wrong direction here. And I don't have to worry about any board of directors, but eventually they're going to cut this. I'll set for 50 cents. It's starting to run a little bit iffy. Alright, we are now officially at the you have a century left mark. Funny part is there's some fertilizer plants over here. There's a new automobile plant in Mobile. Trying to see if there's anything closer. I wish we could have one in the Northeast, but Atlanta's the closest we got. Atlanta accept autos? No, it wants steel. Okay. Feels like that is one I just built too. They're all like going to hell. Oh man, see we're running out of routes, but the problem is if I delay them for too long, it's gonna lead to problems. Alright. See if we can grab any more resources here. Is there another grain we could use? No? Alright. What else? What else? Oh, we have a grain over here? Oh, that's cool. Now we can send to the Erie. I wonder how that even got there. I don't even remember that. Alright, well we can mess around with it. Columbus has room for one more too. Actually, if I'm gonna do that, well then, let's change it to not Cincinnati, not Akron, Pittsburgh. Yes, okay, that'll work. That'll work a little bit better. Okay. Oh, good grief. That's just, See, the more trains we add, the more insanity we're gonna add. It's insanity, people. It's insanity. I'll take that. There was actually a second coal mine, but it disappeared. Okay, we have 300 trains rolling. Well, this is just wonderful. Oh boy, 300 trains, and I'm surprised the whole system hasn't, like, imploded. Ugh. Well, okay, speaking of which, I know it's a little late, but close enough. Alright. Okay, we have a little bit of a problem here. Yeah, our profits have been sliding into the abyss, and we're down to our last 19 million here. I'm going to issue a bit more stock here to try to help us out. See if that helps infuse us with cash. But we're down to our last 23 million here. Yeah, because I have been slowly watching our profits decline. And if you notice, our revenue has slowly been sinking too. I think the problem is we're not building any new routes. And the more we keep sending our current routes here, the less profitable they get over time. Oh. I thought I saw a cement plant over here. Hold on a minute. Oh, we do. Oh, wait a minute. Well, now hold on. Okay, well, last train, I promise. We gotta get this. Hold on. That literally just plopped up out of nowhere here. Wasn't expecting that, but here we are. That'll work. Okay, so we basically have 302 trains. But the problem is I haven't bothered to really send them all to different destinations, and so they're going to run out of stuff. Like, for instance, it's no coincidence that some of these prices are down low. Like tires, for instance, in Indianapolis, but I haven't really... Well, okay, maybe not that extreme. Surprised that's not profitable yet. What the hell? Well, anyways, the long story short is eventually places are going to get tired of stuff and not demand enough, so we're going to have to be very careful here. So I think for next time, as we now enter our last century here, we're going to have to go for some of these routes. It also doesn't help that passenger traffic has fallen off a cliff, too, so we're going to have to get to the bottom of this, is why all of a sudden our money situation is starting to fall back a little bit. I don't like that. Not one bit, as you might imagine. I was looking to see if some of our... Yep, that's what I thought. But yeah, we'll have to get to the bottom of it and see what the heck's going on here. See if maybe we can recover a little bit. So, anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. You know what buttons to hit. And I will see you on the next stop. Peace out, y'all.